the down boogie. Hi, my name is Grace and welcome back to my space. I am in a different half of my room. I am in the corner because I've decided my corner is where I will do my chatter. You like my accent? You like what I did there? So today we're here to talk K-dramas. I've been saying I've wanted to talk about K-dramas on this channel for a long time, and K-dramas are part of the reason why I even started this channel, so that I would have an outlet to discuss all my K-drama opinions to people who equally would not care as much as my friends and family do not care. And so that is what I am here to do. To tell you all the things that those in my life equally don't want to hear. Get excited. Okay. So this video, I decided I was going to come through and give my rank and my rate of my favorite, my opinion. These are my opinions. You can't get mad at me about my opinions. They're only mine. My favorite, my opinions, favorite K-drama kisses. Okay. Also, this list is like months old because I wanted to do this video in like September and then life gave me lemons. And so here we are in March. But at the time when I wrote out this list, I had watched 54. Now we're at like probably like 58. So like not that bad. Okay. Not that bad. I'm sticking by the fact that that's not that bad. My first ever K-drama was Just Between Lovers, starring Junho. A man. What? A man. Anyways, that was my first ever K-drama. Well, actually, that wasn't my first ever K-drama. My first ever K-drama was Nice Guy or Innocent Man from like 2013, 2012. And Boys Over Flowers. I mean, I feel like you can't say you like K-dramas and you didn't experience Boys Over Flowers. Like, come on. So Boys Over Flowers and Nice Guy, those are like my first two. But I know I have obsessive tendencies, and at the time I was like deep in the One Direction phase, and I basically told myself, I was like, you can't have both, okay? It's either K-dramas, and at the time potentially K-pop with EXO, or One Direction and Harry Potter, but you can't have both. So I chose the path most bland, and I went with the Brits. And now look, 10 years later, here I am in K-dramas and K-pop. So, you know, life, you always end up going full circle. Like, there's really no avoiding it. Anyways, those were my first two K-dramas. But like the first K-drama that I realized that I was just going to have to succumb and let them take me over was Just Between Lovers. What a show. Are they on this list? I don't think Just Between Lovers is on this list because although that's one of my favorite K-dramas ever, the kiss was like so-so. And this video is only about my favorite K-drama kisses. The reason I love K-dramas more so than I love a lot of television is because what they show on television is definitely more PC than what is on my television over here. Like cough cough Bridgerton. Like we're not really getting like full-on Bridgerton sequences in K-dramas, so they make up for that lack of like physical like by giving me chemistry. And as an acting person, actor, I'm an actor. As an actor, I love when chemistry is the forefront of building a relationship, okay? That may seem like, oh, Avi, like what, wouldn't chemistry be the forefront? No, the answer is no. A lot of times, two characters in any story are together because they were like, they have to be together. Whether or not they have chemistry, whether or not I even believe they should belong, they're gonna be together. So very rarely do I get to see the moments of them starting to like each other, the moments where they fall for each other, the moments, the handhelds. Like anybody who watches K-dramas knows. And it's so cheesy and so cliche, but it really works. Like those moments where it's like the grab of the hand and you're like, the gentle like hold on the shoulder and you're like, K-dramas have turned me into a Victorian woman. Like, I see ankles and I'm like, oh my God, the tension. And so I love that because I want to root for a couple to get together. And I think it's a big thing in K-dramas that like the couple is, even if it's an action adventure, the chemistry between a couple is gonna make me watch a show, and or the lack of, because sometimes you have a second lead syndrome startup where the second lead, I'm like, why aren't you ending up with them? And that might be because that second lead is performing their ass off and then the chemistry is more there. It doesn't matter. Wherever the chemistry is, that is where I'm at. You know, that is where my heart is at. And a quality K-drama is gonna give you that. Like the way kisses are structured. And again, I know it's cheesy McCheese, cheese. I know it is, okay? I know people are like, but the same thing happens with everything. I don't care. If it ain't broke, literally don't fix it, okay? If it's not broke, don't fix it. Like, if the cheesy music works to manipulate me, to get me to where I need to be, emotionally manipulate me and get me there, okay? If it's not broke, don't fix it. I don't care. So I made a criteria of what to me makes a K-drama kiss elite. Now, like I said, I've only seen about like 60. I know somebody is watching this like, girl, 60? But I need you to know there's thousands, okay? So there's a good chance there's a lot of K-dramas I haven't seen. So if your fave K-drama kiss is not on this list, please don't sue me. Please understand that I've only seen 60. And that's really not as much as you think. It's really not as much as you think. Also, if I didn't like the K-drama, it's not gonna be on this list. And again, it's my opinion. It's my opinion. Please, don't bully me. If I ain't like it, I ain't like it, okay? There's a couple classics. I'ma keep it real with you. I ain't like them. Like, I didn't like the show, okay? You can't convince me that those two people are cute together, okay? I'm not gonna say what show because I'm not trying to get fought. But no. Some of them aren't good. Okay, we don't have to dwell on that. Also, I am not including in this list, in this specific list, I'll probably do more because I love ranking things. I am not including in this list, lash in the eye, lash in the eye, lash in the eye, lash in the eye, looking like a fool with the lash in my eye. Wonderful, darling. I am not including in this list anything where the characters are underage. This is a list ranking and rating kisses. I am not ranking and rating kisses of teenage characters. I won't do it. I'm grown now. I'm a whole Jordan year, okay? Yes, I loved Extraordinary You. I did watch that show in like 4 days. It's such a good show. I'm not putting them on this specific list. They can be on a different list, but they're not gonna be on the list about two people kissing. I can't do that. I'm also not putting on the list any show rhymes with Noblin, where the main girl is in a school uniform. Mitawan Nas. Also, if she in high school, I don't care for it. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. Not for this list. Now, I will say I loved Itaewon Class as a show. Goblin is also a show that's there. I'm not, this is a list ranking the effectiveness of a K-drama kiss. I'm only looking at adults here. I've seen them. They're not gonna be in this list. Okay, cool. If I ever look over here, it's because I had to type out my ideas because I'm a rambler, as you've already seen. First and foremost, here are the rules. The number one criteria is the chemistry of the leads. Do I believe that these actors could potentially be banging out when the camera cuts? If I can believe that, then yeah, they probably on this list. Number two, the effectiveness of the kiss. Was the build-up satisfactory? Okay, was it earned? I love a K-drama kiss because they're earned, bro. Most K-drama kisses happen like episodes like 8 to 12 out of 16, okay? I earned it. How did they craft the kiss? What was the music around it? Then, did it leave a lasting impression? I have a terrible memory. I have a god-awful memory. I've seen so many K-dramas. You could probably list a K-drama and I could tell you like 4 things about it. Like, oh my ghost, a ghost, it becomes a cook, enters the cook girl, the ghost and the cook girl fall for the chef, the ghost maybe dies, don't remember, there was a ballerina, chef, cook, end up together, super cute. Oh my ghost is. Like, that's how I review. That's how I review these shows. My memory's so flipping terrible that I don't, like, and my memory is really bad. But what isn't bad is if a kiss impacts me, I'll remember it till I die. There's some kisses that I literally go back and I'm like, I don't really remember what else happens in the show, but I do remember that the kiss was iconic. Let me go back and watch. Like, that's how dead ass I am, okay? I'm very serious about this. Enough of that. I've prefaced everything. Now it's time to blast through my list. I have come up with a list of 10 K-dramas, 10 out of 54, that their kisses, in my opinion, these are my favorites of the 58, 54 I've seen. And then a couple honorable mentions, okay? Let's do this. Let's rank and rate. Before I hop into the shows whatsoever, I need everyone to know if you're gonna watch the show, there's gonna be spoilers. So many spoilers. I'm gonna be spoiling so many things. It's a video about their kisses. Their kisses come later on in the show. If you have not seen any of these K-dramas, skip. This is not the video for you. This is not the video for you, okay? I'm so sorry. Like, if I say a K-drama that you're like, I haven't seen that, just go ahead and skip to the next show because I'm spoiling. Okay, let's hop in. Number 10, Suspicious Partner, okay? Starring Ji Chang-wook, Nam Ji-yeon. I love that show. How do I best summarize Suspicious Partners with my god-awful memory? I would say Suspicious Partners, it's boy meets girl, boy and girl interactions awful, serial killers, prosecution, journalist, or was that while we were sleeping? Prosecution team, serial killer joins the team, okay, whatever. That's what it's about. The kisses. They had 2 kisses in the show. I gave their first kiss like a 5. It was just like a solid, like, nothing exciting, nothing revolutionary. It was very like standard kiss. Again, nothing to go home and brag about. But their second kiss, I did give that a 7 out of 10. I gave that a 7 out of 10. It had everything. It had like the dropping of the items, the like, we're not gonna do this, but now here we are doing this. That kiss was spicy. And it did something that K-dramas don't normally do, which is when they actually like should give you all the kiss instead of just like a little, they give you like a, you know? I would say like the whole musical buildup of it was not revolutionary, nothing to go home and cry about, but yeah. It's very much high up there. Number 9, While You Were Sleeping. Ooh, love While You Were Sleeping, okay? Lee Jung-suk, who just came back from the army, is lit. And 𝒂𝒂𝒂𝒃. Look, a lot of people had mixed feelings about While You Were Sleeping. I thought the show was chef's kisses from start to finish. I really enjoyed that show. Premise, she dreams of the future things where you finna die. She can't do nothing about it. He dreams of her. Like, she can't do nothing about the future, but he can fix it. So he fixes her future through dreams. And they run over this one police officer, but then they bring the police officer back to life because it was all a dream. And then they use these dreams to solve crimes. I promise you I watched these shows. God, it was so bad. But it's a really good show. I think I've watched it 3 times. I can't. This is as good as it's gonna get. But anyways, the first kiss was like, it was like one of those like grab face kind of kisses. Like K-dramas, a lot of the kisses are like 1950s smoosh of lips, no mouth moving, no tongue, no nothing. Like, kind of looks a little aggressive, a little violent, but that's a topic for another day. This first kiss was giving me very much that. I gave their first kiss like a 4 out of 10. But the reason they're number 9 on that list was because the kiss in the rain, the 7.5 out of 10 kiss in the rain, it was like 2 sequences happening at once. Like the present's happening, the past is happening. And then it's like a double kiss. It's like I'm so used to K-dramas giving me nothing, giving me super short when it comes to these kisses. This was giving me everything because it was like that double kiss, and so it was like extended edition. So good, so good. Their chemistry was great. I did have a little bit of second lead syndrome where I was really rooting for that police officer who they ran over, but is okay now. But I was like, their chemistry is so sweet, so pure. That kiss, the music, the cinematography of that kiss, yeah, number 9. Number 8, listen, let me tell y'all something about Lee Jung-suk. Lee Jung-suk is gonna be on this list because that man can kiss, okay? W, bro, W. Her daddy's a cartoon artist. His cartoons come to life. She falls in love with one of the cartoons. That's honestly the most accurate description I've given so far, so take that what you will. That first rooftop kiss-a-rooney, ooh. That first kiss was a smooth, like a 6-7. Like for first kisses, it was really solid. The cinematography, I think, was my favorite aspect of that whole like interaction between the two of them. Like the music and everything really sold it to me. The second kiss, when he's in the jailhouse and they think they're never going to see each other again, that's what I mean by give me chemistry, okay? I need to believe that these people are meant for life. I don't care that he's a cartoon. I'm describing W so badly, but really, if you haven't seen W, I would recommend that show to anyone. Does not matter if you like K-dramas or not. W is like 95 shows in one. Such a good show. But that second kiss, the music, the slow motion, the police officer being like, that's none of my business. Like, I think the setup for that kiss is what sold me on that kiss. And that's why it's so high up, because the effectiveness, I was really sat there like, we earned it. 7. This is a little bit of a controversial one for me because this is my first life. I fully expected to not like that show. I thought it was, when I first started, I was like, this is like so boring. 2 people, shenanigans ensue, they pretend to be married. Out of everybody on this list, their kisses are very sweet and like PG and like relaxed, you know? The reason why I made this an 8 out of 10 is because they have a moment where she kind of teaches him how to kiss. And so later on when they have their like real kiss and he like kisses her and he was like, this is like a real kiss.
이렇게 하는 겁니다.
할래요.
손댈 수도 없어 오늘처럼 하루를 참아도
I was like, yes. Especially because it was just so smooth as hell. Especially because she's a little bit more timid, more quiet. And I was like, you know what? Demand your man. Demand your man. Loved that kiss. That's our Lee Min-ki and Jung So-min. Love that kiss. It was like a pure moment, but it was also really charged. And I think what sold me on this show specifically was their chemistry buildup was a real slow burn. A real slow burn with the two of them. But at the end of it, I was like, okay, I'm good. Like it was like worth the slow burn, if you will. They're not a heavy on the sexy chemistry couple, but they almost made up for it by just like, you can tell how much these people like each other. These feel the most slice of life, like people. A lot of times K-dramas feel larger than life. They're characters and you know they're characters, and that's cool. I love that stuff. That's kind of my thing already. I already like that kind of stuff. But specifically because this is my first life, like that entire show, like I really felt like I watched them fall in love. And so, yeah, they're number 7 on this list. Speaking of watching 2 regular degulars fall in love, number 6, I'll Go to You When the Weather's Nice. That show, probably, when it came out, like, I swear, all I ever was seeing was people being like, this is boring as hell. Park Min-young, what's going on? This show stars Park Min-young and Seo Kang-joon. I love Park Min-young. You're gonna see her a lot on the rest of this list. She's an icon. Literally one of my favorites, kind of ever. I adore her. I think she's stunning and such a funny actress, and like is honestly like low-key having the career that like I kind of want to have in my acting career one day. Well, we don't talk about me. So this show, basically the premise, 2 people from the same town. She moves away to play cello. Mom kills her dad. She moves back to town. He's still in love with her. Imagine me trying to attempt to summarize all 58 K-dramas I've seen. Good God, a disaster. Anyways, their best kiss, they had a very long-winded like back and forth that I was just kind of like, and I did like that her character, more so than a lot of times on this list, tried to take control of being like, you know what, I like you, so I'm gonna make the first move. Didn't really work out for her because he didn't really turn her down. He just did it. Like, he just didn't do much. She's just basically like, okay, I'm sorry, like, I'm gonna leave you alone. And he stops her. 8 out of 10. We are now at the part of the list where it's like, if I found out these two people were dating in real life, I'd be like, yeah, okay. Okay. And she has that effect on basically anyone she's ever been in the show with. Like, good God, the woman is talent. Their chemistry was for two really like kind of quiet, simple people, their second kiss, their best kiss, where she's basically like, I want to sleep with you. And he's like, and it's this really sultry scene where it does have like this innocence about them where he does not know where to touch her, how to go about experiencing her as a human being. And she's kind of like taking control. And I love that. Listen, women, let's take control a little bit in our lives here. And yeah, that second kiss, 9 out of 10. I'll throw a little clippity clip.
우리가 사랑이라면 네가 나에게 말해준다면 좋을 텐데 떠나지 말아달라고. 녹지 않는 눈처럼 그렇게 네 곁에 있어달라고.
9 out of 10. 9 out of 10. And it also helps that these two people are stunning, but 9 out of 10. Like, y'all need to stop sleeping. I'll go to you when the weather's nice. I know it seems boring, but I promise you, it's not. It's not. It creeps up on ya. It creeps up on ya. Next up, number 5. Now I call this the battle of the parks because we're a Park Seo-joon or Park Min-young. It's one or the other. It's kind of like, who is it gonna be? Which park is gonna win out? Fight for My Way, starring Park Seo-joon and Kim Ji-won. Wow, she's also a darling. Love her. I love all the shows she's in. Currently watching Love Struck in the City. I don't hate it. Fight for My Way. It's basically best friend is a boxer, best friend is a broadcast like announcer. They're trying to come out of their broke life. Like, that's basically that show. I will say their first kiss lost several points because she really just sat there and like took it. I was like, girl, can you move? Like, I get it, it's like your best friend, you weren't expecting him to kiss you, but like, girl, give me something. She was giving nothing that first kiss. Like, I've been having so many memory card issues and I lose my mind. That's not the point. So yeah, that first Fight for My Way kiss was giving was essentially not. In love with this very fine man for half of your life, and now he's finally kissing you back. It's a lot, but like, girl, give me something. Whatever, we don't have to do all that kiss. Because their next kiss, a 9 out of 10. This was one of the spicier kisses. I have to say it. Like, some of the other kisses, I like them for their G-ratedness. I like this one because it was low PG. It was low PG.
네가 너무 좋아서 오늘은 못 멈출 것 같아.
Like, that show, they had a lot of good kisses. That one, I was like, my Victorian woman was at full Bridgerton in that scene. Okay, next, number 4. Again, battle of the parks. Literally looking at this list, it's like park versus park versus park. And this is actually park versus park. So this is number 4. What's Wrong with Secretary Kim? I mean, did y'all think I wasn't about to put What's Wrong with Secretary Kim in here? What's Wrong with Secretary Kim is the reason why I even thought of doing this video. Was because on Twitter, in September, their kiss, like the behind the scenes of their kiss was like trending. It was everywhere. Because everybody was like, so y'all really tell me these two people didn't date at all? Because that behind the scenes of that kiss, it was like, even as somebody who acts, who knows like it's all fake, like you can pretend pretty easily to be in love with somebody if you're that about your craft, clearly as these two people are. Even as somebody who understands that, I still was watching that behind the scenes like, no, because they're dating. Like the actor side of me was like, this is clearly just performance art. Like two people who are really good at performing. The fangirl, this side of me said, no, because they're dating. You can't take the two best in the game. Like, quite frankly, I think those two are the best in the game. Like, when it's time to do a kiss scene, Park Seo-joon and Park Min-young are gonna step the frick up. They're gonna step up. They're gonna step up. And you wanna post up? Those two are gonna post up with you. And this show, I mean, What's Wrong with Secretary Kim may have been one of the most popular K-dramas when it came out. Like, the same impact Crash Landing on You had, like, where everybody was like, have you seen it? Have you seen it? Have you seen it? Have you seen it? Like, that show is going to be legendary status. Whether or not you like it, whether or not you think it's too cheesy, whether or not whatever, you cannot deny that What's Wrong with Secretary Kim was a cultural reset. Basically, the premise, mean boss, nice secretary. Secretary's like, look, I've been your secretary for 10 years. I need to go, like, live a life. And he's like, but wait, don't do that. I'm in love with you. Then they find out, like, oh, they're both kidnapped as children and they both have emotional trauma scars. Anyways, the first kiss where he gets anxious because he's like when I say emotional trauma scars, I mean emotional trauma scars. Like, he like kisses her and he can't handle touching her because he gets all triggered, and then she like calms him down and then they kiss. This would never happen in real life. Like the way these people know each other, the way these people met, the way these people in each other's lives, like there's nothing slice of life about What's Wrong with Secretary Kim. But in that moment, they did feel a little slice of lifey, as in the sense that I'm like, they feel like two people who really like care about each other, and it's like, I'm gonna help you heal kind of vibes. Even though it's like an office romance, like these are the most like overblown versions of themselves, you know? I gave that kiss like a 9 out of 10. Like that first kiss, elite. Their best kiss, their second kiss, y'all know what I'm talking about. Y'all know what I'm talking about. When she pulls up to his crib, roll tape. Y'all see that? Sometimes you just gotta let the tape speak for itself. The little reason for making this video, I almost made them #1 off the bat, up until the ones after I think have them beat just a little bit more. But they really were almost like #1 off the bat, because I was like, I don't care what problems you got with that show. The Park was giving me song, if you know what I'm talking about. Descendants of the Sun, song. Like, that's what I was like, wow, y'all, if y'all come back out and say you're engaged to be married, sure. I know you're not, because you're actors and you're professional, and that was just you being at your peak professionalism, but don't care. Chemistry was popping. Next up, #3. Ooh, Park Min-young, step off my neck, please, God. Her private life. Park Min-young and Kim Jae-wook. First of all, out of everybody in this list, Kim Jae-wook, that's the man. I've listed a lot of really attractive men in this list. That's Reingold. That's the one. Park Min-young, step off my neck. Step off my neck. The chemistry of these people, 10 out of 10. Out of this list, there's a couple people in this list that I'm like, y'all relationship, there's a reason why this is not ranking the most healthy relationships in K-dramas list. Because some of y'all was toxic. Not this. Literally the healthiest relationship I've ever seen. And am I a little bit biased because the whole premise of the show is that she's a secret fangirl who's also living this like boss bee life as like an art curator, and he is the new director of her art creator place, and then he finds out her stan addiction, and it's shenanigans ensue. And they also happen to have shared a childhood trauma of like murder and death and sadness. As overblown and everything, and like very standard rom-com K-drama shenanigans. I could watch that show all the time because yes, it has all those cheesy whatever, but that is two adults. Like anytime something came up, communication. the communication put them at number 3. The way we get to the first kiss, both of their kisses are 10 out of 10. All their kisses are 10 out of 10. Anytime these two people kiss, it was 10 out of 10. It was earned, because that first kiss, when she's just like, you know what? Why don't you want me? And he's like, but wait, I do. And then, roll the tape.
난 진짜로 하고 싶은데.
Like, I'm a Victorian mom when it comes to K-dramas. You can't give me too much. This, I was like, oh, we getting Western. We are getting Western. Should I be seeing this? Am I intruding? I'm intruding. Every kiss from here on out, I'm intruding. Honestly, every kiss since What's Wrong With You, What's Wrong with Secretary Kim has been an intrusion. I was intruding by watching this. I would 100% recommend this K-drama if you are looking for some light, fun, I wanna be all day, you're a special little girl. Sorry, that theme song sounds awful when you sing it out loud, but it's really good. Yeah, Park Min Young, yeah, that's the queen. Number 2, it's okay not to be okay. It's okay not to be okay, in my opinion. Is the best K-drama of 2020. It's Okay Not to Be Okay is the best K-drama for 2020. Oh, you know what? The only one I think is better is Hospital Playlist. Maybe I'll do a video about my 2020 faves that got me through quarantine. It's Okay Not to Be Okay got me through that lockdown. What a phenomenal show. Premise of the story: this guy who's an orderly, whose brother was severely autistic, and then I gotta say shenanigans ensue, I guess, crosses path with this children's book author who is also mentally ill in her own way and is deep, dark, depressed, and scary. And like everything about them, like her storyline trajectory from her going from like ice cold, and you see her like melt and become more and more human, and then him going from like everybody matters more than me, and then him learning to like value himself, even though like yes, you have to take care of those around you, like value yourself. Yeah, love that show. Let's bring it back to chemistry. Everybody on this list has really good chemistry, for sure, for sure. These people, It's Okay Not to Be Okay's chemistry, I would say Her Private Life, What's Wrong with Secretary Kim, Fight for My Way, all had more scandalous, even W's a little bit more scandalous kisses than It's Okay Not to Be Okay. He basically thought she was in danger. She had been like almost killed. There's a serial killer who's after them, who killed his mom. It's a K-drama. Like, y'all knew the plotline was gonna be convoluted. He comes over to make sure she's okay because he thought she was like murked. And she was pissed because she was like, you broke with me, you abandoned me, like get out my freaking face. Like,
스스로 통제가 안 될 땐 새까지만 세.
하나, 둘, 셋.
셋.
it was so well done. The music, the setup, the intake of breath. I watched that kiss and I said, I think I'm interrupting these people and I think they actually need some privacy, so I'm gonna go. Like, that's literally what that kiss did to me. I was like, you know what? It's time that I stop interrupting these people and just, you know, give them their own. Such a good show. God, man. Quick honorable mentions. Descendants of the Sun. This kiss was prime time Descendants of the Sun, war, hospital, go to war, come back, hospital, war, blow up, earthquake, war. Love. Descendants of the Sun. When I say music means everything in a kiss.
내 밑으로 다 눈 감는다.
흔들리지 않은 너를 볼 때면 떨리는 내 입술이 내 밑으로도 다 눈 감는다. 눈 감는다.
That second lead couple wiped the first lead couple out the way. Wiped them out the way. I know some of y'all prefer, you know, song, iconic, rip, but wiped them out the way. And half that kiss was the music, and that's why I'm like, y'all can't sleep on K-drama music. K-drama OSTs. I have my favorite K-drama OSTs. I have them joints downloaded, ready to go. Next up, Search WWW is also an honorable mention. I love that show. Jang Ki-young and Im Soo-jung. Im Soo-jung has been a baddie her whole life. Let's talk about it. She aging like wine. What is aging as far as she's concerned? And Kang Ji-young is... that's a beautiful human being. She's part of like a Google like website that's trying to take down a Yahoo like website, and he's a video game programmer. Date shenanigans, women empowerment. Like that's kind of what the show is. When they are pretending like they're not together, like kisses her behind the coffee machine and uses the coffee machine to hide the sound of their kiss. Ingenious. Smooth as hell. Sometimes I'll be watching American televisions and I'm like, y'all not crafting these kisses as smooth as you could be. He turned on the coffee machine to hide the sound. Like, bruh. Somebody is literally asking him for coffee. He kisses her, tells him he's like coming right up, goes back to kissing her. I need some more excitement with the American television. I'm tired of every kiss either just be full on porking or just like an angry fight in the living room. I like, give me some coffee cover kiss. Come on. Final for this is my opinion, my personal favorite kiss. Number 1, Strong Woman Do Bong Soo, starring Park Hyung-suk, who is now back from the army, thank God. And Park Bo-young, my tiny queen. It was funny. So I was like rewatching all these kisses to try to figure out how I wanted to rank them, right? And I fully was like, genuinely, I thought it was gonna be It's Okay Not to Be Okay number 1 because, my gosh, every time those two people touched, it was too much for me. And then I thought it was gonna be What's Wrong in Her Private Life, like fighting for those spots after. And I rewatched this kiss because I was like, I remember there was like a really great kiss in this show. Premise of Strong Woman, she's from like a genetic lineage of like, I don't know, freaking Zeus or something. I don't know. This woman has superpower worth the level of strength. And he's just like a rich tech guy, and she's hired to be his bodyguard, and they fall in love, and there's also a serial killing. Their first kiss was like really sweet, really cute, really simple. Where they're at the beach, he writes her heart, she writes the other half of the heart, and it's just like a really sweet, pure kiss. And you know, I gave that kiss a nice like 7. It's the second kiss that got them number 1. I said, all right. Yeah, it has everything. It has every single thing that made me enjoy any of the previous kisses. All of it. Soundtrack of the song, phenomenal. The earned aspect of it all, phenomenal. Like, these two people, I really felt like they were friends. They were enemies to friends to lovers. The key to enemies to lovers is to have the friends in the middle. Y'all like to skip the friends in the middle. Have the friends in the middle. Outstanding trajectory of that. And then on top of that, the kiss itself.
아니 그냥 보고 싶어서요.
Amazing, show-stopping, spectacular, never the same, totally unique.
It is one of the most charging moments I've ever seen on television. The piano clink and clink and they won. They won. After he said in an interview he felt like he had like actually fallen in love with her a little bit. Yeah. No, you probably did. They won. They won. That kiss won. Their chemistry won. It won. This is my opinion, but my opinion's right this time. They won. That has been my top 10 long-winded top 10 best K-drama kisses in my opinion of the K-dramas I've seen. Like I said, I haven't seen that many, and honestly right now I'm taking a little bit of a break because Dola so because it had me so messed up. Literally, the ending of the show had me so messed up I had to take a break. I'm kind of taking a hiatus from K-dramas right now, but if anybody has some good K-drama recommendations that you think could make up for the fact that so really ruined my life, then yes, please pass them on. If you like this, like, comment, subscribe, come again. Give me your top 10. If you are a K-drama fan, give me your top 10 favorite K-dramas. Kisses. We're talking kisses, because these aren't actually, some of these are within my top 10 favorite K-dramas, but not all of them. So definitely keep it with the kisses. Keep with your top 10 favorite K-drama kisses and why. And if you hate my list, don't tell me. Just tell me why your list is different. But don't tell me why you hate mine, you know, because this is my opinion. You're gonna make me sad. But yeah, I'm gonna go. I do the rest of my day. You have a great day for you, and I'll see you when I see you. Good night, adios, farewell, our Wiedersehen. Goodbye. Bye.